Hello my friends and welcome. My name is Dennis and I'm from Ukraine. Today it's gonna be the podcast mode and we're gonna compare the Afghanistan situation with Ukraine. Let's go. As you know, there are many conflicts in our world. Some of them appear, some disappear, and I have never imagined that Ukraine would be part of that actually hotspot conflict nowadays. However, last year it was Afghanistan and we still have this conflict in our fresh memory. The Taliban movement took the capital city of Kabul on 15th of August 2021, and whether you like it or not, they are ruling Afghanistan right now. Of course, the way they rule and the laws they want to implement is not acceptable for the Western type of democracies. But this world is big and it's not just a Western type, and some people they would not accept what we like. For them, the dictatorship and strong hand and strict laws are much better compared to the freedom that America and their allies wanted to implement in their country. Of course, not all of the Afghan people support Taliban, and there are many people who like the freedom of personality, freedom of speech and future perspective without the Sharia law implemented. And you might have seen those people emerging to Kabul International Airport, desperately trying to flee from their country for better life because now Afghanistan is doomed. It has no perspective. But still, the majority of the Afghan people support Taliban. And let me tell you why they think like that. You see, I was monitoring the situation closely, and for me, the surprise was the speed in which the Afghan cities fall under the pressure of Taliban. I was really concerned about the Kandahar. I imagine it like a big castle where you can put the troops and defend the city from Taliban. But actually it fell down in 2 days, and after 3 days Kabul was taken without any resistance. So the main idea lies here, my friends. If people of Afghanistan in their majority hadn't liked the Taliban, it wouldn't be such an easy walk for them. And that is why the United States of America and their allies had to retreat from Afghanistan. And after 20 years, they realized that you cannot change the people. You cannot force them to live as in America or Germany. People decided to live as they want and majority prevails. Afghanistan is kind of old country, it's ancient actually, and they carried their traditions through the centuries and you cannot change them very fast, so 20 years is nothing. And yes, we left them there, we left them for good or bad, it doesn't matter for us. We left them to live their own life, and I think we left them to struggle also, because there's the hunger now in Afghanistan. They have problems, but it's their choice. They could have fought against Taliban. Of course, it was the hard punch for the Western democracies and personally for United States, but there was no any way. It is what it is. Okay, Ukraine now. We have the similar situation, but not the same. The similarity here is between Taliban and Putin regime in Russia. Both of them are disrespectful for human rights and freedoms. The fact that Taliban representatives several times were happily accepted in Moscow tells a lot about Putin regime. Even though that Ukrainians used to live with Russians for a very long time in the same country, Russian Empire, and after that Soviet Union, we still do not accept Russians. We simply do not accept that dictatorship that their country follows. There is no freedom in Russia. There is no respect to human life. The Soviet Union remains, and it remains within Russia. The most stupid thing on earth that they should never have done is to attack Ukraine, but they did it. And now we don't have the other choice rather than fight for our land, and we do it bravely. We do it eagerly. However, other countries were not sure about Ukrainians and they start to evacuate their embassies. They thought that it could be the next Afghanistan. But no, we'll not accept it. No matter what weapons Russia would use, no matter how many rockets they would fire, we'll still be Ukraine and we're gonna fight for it. And that is why our allies are changing their mind and they see that we can win this war. They now send the weapons to Ukraine. They are now sending their embassies back to Kiev. It could have been the same as in Afghanistan. Actually, it was a shame for the United States where they left their helicopters, airplanes and other armored vehicles. Here in Ukraine, now it's different, and it's not different because they now provide us with weapons. It is different because of Ukrainian spirit. So for me and many Ukrainians, this war is kind of strange because we don't see the goal of Putin's regime and his troops. What are they doing here is total nonsense. Because for sure our enemy is not gonna win this war. We as a society, we decided where we wanna go. We wanna go to Europe for Western type of democracies. It's our way. That's what we came from. And that is where we are going now. So Russia will not succeed here, my friends. I hope it was interesting for you guys and this kind of podcasts, and if you want to support this channel, you may also join our awesome Patreon team to have the access for the special perks from my side. And also you may support this channel just via PayPal. All of the links I'll put in the video description just below. I wish you a peaceful sky and have a great time.